That was stupid. But kind of neat. Sort of dumb, but also kind of neat because I didn't die. I think X is to grab onto ladders. Let's try X. No, it's you just walk up to it, I guess. Another one of these missions. Be annoying. I guess I'll keep the same loadout. Wait a second. All the way back here? Oh, okay, never mind. Wait a second. want to be finished with this level so bad. Oh boy. Oh, a tank. I forgot I had tanks. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, why does it seem like I'm the only person defending this square? Where are my allies? I guess I'm going to need a loadout with a assault rifle rather than this shotgun. God, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. Excuse me. This is really freaking ridiculous. try taking the tank and just blowing stuff up. Helicopter, come on. Come on.
Moscow is now under coalition control. We're already receiving reports of Red Star forces falling back across the region.
Perfect. I don't need no credits. Just end the game. Boom. End the game. That's it.
We're just mopping up. A few scattered pockets of resistance, but that won't last long. So, what's your plan now that all this is over?
Over? This isn't over. There's already reports of the Russians setting up a government in exile, and the Chinese are massing on the borders.
It's always doom and gloom with you, Princeton.
More conflict. That's all any of us could count on in the future. This wasn't the end. Not by a long shot. Maybe all we've been doing is buying time. Buying time for those back home to find an answer. Hydrogen, fusion, something new. Who knows? But there's always hope. To heal old wounds. To make a new start. Someday this war will end. And hopefully those that have survived will have learned enough not to make the same mistakes. To start fresh. I hope I'm there to see that. I really do. Really do. Really do. I do. I do. 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 Do.
Okay, this game was a game that I purchased a long time ago, back when I first around the time when I first bought my Xbox. I have to stop saying I believe I bought this game around the same time that I bought Battlefield Bad Company. I'm not saying they both came out at the same time. I'm just saying that I bought this game, Battlefield Bad Company. Shoot, there it is again. Battlefield Bad Company. Darkest of Days, Raven Squad, and Turning Point. I believe I bought these games around around the same time. But I didn't really know that it was. Well, I did some research on it a few days ago and a few years ago, and I found out that the game is really, really multiplayer focused. Oh, that makes sense. The single player mode, I want to say it's half and half. Half is passable, half is not really. When I say passable, I mean as far as like first person shooter and the action and stuff. It's passable. I don't like a lot of the missions where you have to drive uh, I forget which vehicle it is, but it's a certain vehicle, like a whatever vehicle, but the vehicle like moves backwards sometimes when you're trying to move forward, or when I'm trying to stand still. It might have been my controller, but I didn't like a lot of or that vehicle mission. I li- I liked some of the missions where I controlled tanks. But for the most part, the missions were okay. There was three. I think these last three were just so annoying. And see, each mission has a bunch of different, not many missions, but objectives to clear. I do appreciate the guns, I guess, because I guess some of these guns can be considered futuristic, not like futuristic, but like, but like modern or slightly above modern weapons, or at least back then they were. So I appreciate that because they seem to try to be going for like an almost realistic feel or look, but I don't like the fact that you can't change the fire on the guns. Like you can't choose single fire, burst fire, whatever. Every gun has one firing mode. From what I've seen, and from what I've played. Let's check the options. And the action is just, I don't know, it's just too chaotic. I know that makes no sense, but let me just say, this type of action where it's open like this, I probably prefer this on a different game that isn't this one, because there's a lot of action and enemies. Sometimes they drop with a realistic amount of bullets, sometimes they don't. What else is there? I do, I do like, I did like the sections where you can control little mini rovers or vehicles with bombs on them and take enemies out and stuff like that. I did appreciate that right there. That was nice. But I think I would have appreciated this game a lot more, a whole lot more, if it was indoors. I'm a sucker for a linear shooter. I'm a huge sucker for a linear corridor shooter. The standard stuff. Well, yeah, the game was just a little too chaotic. One thing that would have probably made it better is if it wasn't so freaking linear. I believe each level. I don't know. I never really. See, that's the thing. When you die, you have the option to redeploy, which just redeploys you with the weapons you died with, or deploys you with the weapons you died with, or you could redeploy. For a lot of the game, when I died, I kept hitting deploy because I thought if I hit redeploy, I would be able to have a new loadout or choose my loadout, but I started at the very beginning of the level or back further than I would have liked to. I learned later on while playing it that that wasn't the case. So one of my complaints were going to be they don't give you a lot of weapons. I mean, you can't really choose your weapons. You can choose loadouts, but the loadouts are kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just wish that I'm gonna say it anyway. I wish that you were able to just have more weapon options, because there were a lot of weapons for a lot of levels where I was like, man, if I just had a good sniper rifle, this would be a little easier. Or if I had my assault rifle, this would be a little easier. Or if I had the shotgun at this moment, things would be a little easier. Or if I had the rocket launcher or whatever. At this particular moment, or the little rovers with bombs on them. This section or that section will be a little more easier or convenient. But all in all, I'd say this is almost a good shooter. I want to call it a good shooter, but I can't. I can't for those last few levels. I can't because I don't like games that are fairly challenging, and then when you get to the like towards the end, they start getting ridiculous. Some games know how to keep a decent challenge all the way to the end. Some games, even if they're good, they keep a decent challenge to like the middle, or like the beginning, middle, or the end, and then it starts getting ridiculous. Like that one mission before this mission that I just completed, with where you had to take over all those points, all those whatever. But there was just a lot of just tanks and just guys sitting in buildings with rocket launchers, and it's ridiculous. It's too chaotic. I think there's a way to be chaotic without being unfair or ridiculous. But I say this game is it's okay. It's almost a good shooter. The shoot when I say a good shooter, I'm talking about the shooting. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about, but the shooting is okay. The shooting and sound effects and some of the levels, all the chaos it's kind of exhilarating. It really is. But like some of the finer details, like just I don't know. I don't know. Just the endless enemies, or seemingly endless enemies, kind of ruin the game for me. But I don't know. Whatever. That's why I don't do game reviews, because my ideas and opinions are all over the place. But anyway, this is my second completed Let's Play for the 7th gen, or for the Xbox 360. And yes, today is, I believe, Monday, October 21st, I believe, 2019, 1:31 a.m. My next Let's Play attempt will be Raven Squad for the Xbox 360. And that's about it. I'm glad that I'm actually starting to get on, or starting to gain a tad bit of momentum for Let's Playing. I've completed 2 so far. This one and another one. So I'm going to try to keep this going and see what happens. See what I can do. See what I can crank out. But anyway, take care, you guys. I will be starting on my next Let's Play of Raven Squad later on today. Maybe around like 3:30 to 4 o'clock. So take care, you guys. Thanks for watching. If you didn't watch, thanks anyway. And I'll see you guys in my next Let's Play.